Wow, that was a really good movie. I really enjoyed that movie. And let me be clear by saying that I've never actually watched a Jodie Foster movie. Now I have seen her in in acting roles. Okay, so I have seen her in movies, actually in a movie, right? But I haven't actually seen a movie that she's directed. And I don't really know any other movies that she's directed other than Money Monster. And let me tell you, I was pleasantly surprised after watching this movie. I came out with just a small grin on my face because in this world of the superhero comic book genre, it's really special when you find a movie that is based in reality that really that really catches you more than any of these other superhero. So I was just really glad coming out of a movie theater because I haven't actually I haven't actually gone to the movie theaters for anything else but a superhero movie in ages. This is the first movie in a long time that I've went to the cinemas to watch a movie that isn't superhero or comic book based. So I was really happy coming out of this cinema. Jodie Foster, holy crap, man! I had no idea she could direct. I knew that she could act, obviously, but man, I want to see more Jodie Foster movies now. But with all that said, it's good. But what is Money Monster really about? Well, it is about this man, Lee Gates, who is... He's like all those other news guys that you see on YouTube or the TV, whatever. He talks about money and stuff like that. Given the title of the movie, you should have picked that up. And Kyle Budwell, played by Jack O'Connell, has been caught up in this big financial scandal that has happened. Given the name of the movie, Money Monster, this big financial scandal has happened. I'm not going to go too in depth on it because all you need to know is the synopsis and that's it. But this big financial scandal happens. This guy, Kyle Budwell, is caught in the middle of this, and he basically threatens everyone on the set of the Money Monster show, whatever. So if I wasn't clear enough, basically this big financial scandal has happened. This guy, Kyle Budwell, has been caught in the middle of it. Now he wants to get back at the people behind this financial scandal, and he uses this man played by George Clooney, Lee Gates. He wants to use him as a way to find out the truth about what is happening in this financial scandal. And when the movie started, it wasn't really anything special to begin with. I mean, first 10, maybe 15 minutes of it were like kind of a cliche starting. Like, it didn't have me from the first shot, which it honestly really shouldn't. I mean, you gotta be patient with movies. You gotta see it through. But it wasn't until Jack O'Connell playing Kyle Budwell, it wasn't until he started speaking, until he started to really protest his point of view in this whole financial scandal thing. It wasn't until he started speaking that I was hooked instantly, just by this man speaking. I mean, like, yeah, the shooting and the bomb and all that type of stuff, the whole hostage situation might intrigue you, like, at that point, but I wasn't really intrigued until he just started talking and until we started to find out more about this financial scandal. And I will say that the chemistry between Jack O'Connell's character and George Clooney's character, the chemistry between these two actors and characters as well, is really where the story is at. I have heard a lot of... Now, I did watch a couple of reviews before watching this movie, so I kind of knew what to expect going into the movie. And one of the things that people sort of didn't like about it, well, not really didn't like about it, but things that sort of weren't that interesting, was that like the best part of the movie is, as I said, the chemistry between Jack O'Connell's character and George Clooney's character. That's where the story is at. but sometimes it goes off them and off to other things, like say the police, because obviously in a hostage situation there will be police around, a lot of them. When it went on to the police, I mean, okay, I mean, I guess that was put in there to sort of calm the haters and complainers down, like, oh, how did they get that there? Like, how did that happen? How did the police get there? Stuff like that. Well, there you fucking go. That's how it happened. But that was going on to all the other stuff was okay. But as I said, the chemistry between these two actors and characters is the best. Also, not just that. For me, it was also them uncovering this whole financial scandal. It was the chemistry between them and the digging deeper into this whole thing, this whole story, that really intrigued me. And I guess Jack O'Connell's character, Kyle Budwell, I guess you could call him the antagonist. Antagonist means villain in movie term. But I guess you could call him the antagonist. I think he was a great... he was so great. His performance, as I said, going back to when he spoke, that's when I was intrigued. It's honestly because of not only the writing for the movie, but also Jack O'Connell's performance. For me, as soon as he started talking, it was... I know I mentioned it before, but honestly, it just got me straight into him as not only a villain, but as a character in general. He felt like a real person, someone that has been caught in the middle, as I said, someone that's been caught in the middle of this whole financial scandal, and you really understand his point as the movie progresses, and by the end of the movie, I mean, not to spoil anything, but he kind of starts off as the villain, and then you see him as some poor guy, some poor schmuck that just really, as I said, got caught in the middle of this all, and you really do understand him. It's almost as if that, I guess you could call him the protagonist and antagonist. Glitch! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Yeah, don't say glitch. Now, of course, George Clooney and Julia Roberts, they do a great job. I'm not really a big fan of George Clooney and his movies, but this is definitely one George Clooney movie that I will put down on my list of movies to get. I'm just sitting here trying to think of problems that I had with the movie, and I mean, there are... maybe I need to go and watch it a second time, but there are really no overall big problems that I had with the movie. The only thing that wasn't really a problem, but just sort of a thing that I guess they put in there for explanation reasons, was them going away from the chemistry between the two leading roles and focusing on other things, like the police or whatever. So really, that's the only thing that really took me out of the experience between the two characters, between the two leading roles, and them uncovering this whole thing. But I mean, not much to say about it. I mean, it's a great movie. In short, it's a very suspenseful movie. Really have to pay attention. The lady at the desk, I actually asked her, what should I watch? This or Now You See Me Too? She said that this was suspenseful and you really got to pay attention, and holy crap, she was right. So if you do like suspenseful thrillers, then you will enjoy this movie. Honestly, I honestly don't get why it's rated so low on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. Maybe because the movie hasn't been out that long, but it's not as... I honestly think it deserves a high rating. Maybe this is the time for me to start using ratings, to start rating my movies. Should I? Is this the video where I start? Probably not. Anyway, go down, like and comment on this video, and subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, trailer reactions, and random videos. I do apologise if this video was a little bit short though. I mean, there's not much else to say about this movie, that it's good. So, yeah, do everything I just said, and yes, stick around for my review for Now You See Me Too. Hopefully, I won't be let down as much as I think I will be. Anyway, bye.